Hey guys, Jason here again. Quick catch up with the MG then before we get started. Last time we got the driver's side floor done. It's not welded in yet, but sitting there, looks good. We got the boot floor cut out. We got the mounts made sort of for the fuel tank. There we go. And this time, all I've done so far is trim out this quarter panel area to get into this rear chassis leg for where the leaf spring mounts to. It's pretty bad, pretty rotten. Haven't even been digging it or picking any dirt out yet or any rust out. Just been cutting this out. I do have some axle stands down there and a prop here, so when I took this off things didn't move about too much, so hopefully nothing's gonna fall off. I'll get this done real fast and maybe get a bit started on this boot floor. So yeah, let's just get started. What do we have here then? Let's get rid of this crap. This is good. So this is a massive piece of tagger seal or something. Oh yeah. You just paint it, same colour as the car, and it looks like it's not rotten. This bit here's all gone. I suppose you probably cut that out. And this bit's gone. But I only have that cut out enough to get in here. Take that out to put that there. So this is the bit we're working on anyway. So I think we'll just take this outer skin off and then see how bad this inner is. And work from there, I suppose. Do you want to see me cut this out? Or I can put you in time lapse. Yeah, I'll put you in time lapse. I'll cut this out, and then we'll go from there. So that's what it looks like all cut out now, and you can see that it's not too bad. I actually went a wee bit further back because it started to rip here a wee bit thin, so we'll probably patch all the way back to here. But for the actual chassis rail area, we'll repair from here to about here, this whole section, and then this bottom lip doesn't seem like it's really that corroded, so I'm gonna probably do the same thing I did last time with a bit of 50mm box and cut it open, replace from there to probably there, and use the lip, and then weld that in. That'll be that bit done, this bit done, and then we can start making our closing panel again. Even around here isn't too bad. I probably will strengthen up this area because I'm here, but yeah, it's not too bad. We get more hitting with a die grinder around here because it needs it, and then take all this crap off, make a closing plate. That'll be that done. So I'm gonna blast away this here because you've already seen me do this all on this side. So I'm just gonna get this blasted out now, and then we can move on to something more interesting. Okay guys, so I didn't record any of this, but we are a step ahead to get this fuel tank in. I have the chassis leg now patched up at the back here, so I didn't record it because I did it on the side already, but I'll talk you through what I've done. So I replaced from here to here on the inside, and from here round to here. Else did a wee repair here, and then made this new outer panel, and that's all well done as well. So that's done. That took quite a long time because I had to clean up inside there and then make the outer panel and make this recess bit and everything, but that's done. I then came along here and took all the spot welds and the remnants of the old boot floor off here and here, so I now have a nice surface to weld to, and that's all in weld 2 primer as well. So this took probably 4 or 5 hours to get to this stage, because it was an absolute pain getting that old floor pan off and then clean up inside that chassis leg and all that stuff. But I say at least it's done now. We don't have to worry about it. That should be set for a long time now. We have to repair this section here because it was kind of rattling here, so I just kind of brought it back. But we can do this when we're fixing this inner arch. I'm not too concerned with that right now. I just want to get this boot floor done. So the idea here now then, I did come around this here and go around the outside with that weld 3 primer as well, so at least the areas that we're welding will be sealed, because we can sort this inner area out afterwards. Look at all the rust in there. Look at that, Jesus. Look at this is even worse. Look at that, how much rust is on the ground. Look at all this crap I'm standing. So I'm probably going to tidy this area up first before I start this, but I just want to talk you through it. So pretty much what I'm going to do is go get the fuel tank, set it in here, and then we're going to mark up whereabouts it sits up to in this. We'll then draw a line across this, cut it out to about 10mm before the lip, and then we'll put this wee step in it. That means we've got something to weld to, and that will mean that there's a bit more strength in it. Nice wee overlap, it doesn't hurt. So that'll be that back section welded in. This side here, I'm thinking I'll probably just drill holes. They're slightly bigger than these riv nuts, and then we'll set it up top. I do need to clean this entire face up here as well. I forgot about, gonna have to do that. And here's all clean. But yes, we're getting there. So I'm gonna do a wee bit of tying up here now before I get cracking into this boot floor. But I say I didn't record that there. I probably should have, because it really has made this video very short, because it basically only had 2 days of like 4 hours to 5 hours a day. So that whole footage is gone, it didn't exist. So yes, yeah, we'll just have to show you a bit more in detail of this boot floor, which is more interesting than doing this anyway. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this is where we're at now then. Got the floor bit cleaned up, put it in that bucket, and we have the fuel tank sitting in now. Clamp here, and there's a weld and a screw on the inside there. But I'll show you what the plan is. So you can see I drew a line around there and around the back. So what I'm going to do now is take this back out again, and see that line along the back there. I'm going to cut just below that, and I'm going to try and step that panel. I'll have to repair it over here a bit, but that's pretty much the plan for now. And I'm going to patch these holes up. Oh, sorry. I'll patch these holes up here while I'm at it. But it'll be easier to see when I get this tank out. I just want to show you what it looked like in before I went ahead and cut some more out. I'm hoping that I have this fuel tank sitting up high enough. So between the center of the axle and the end of the wheel we have about 12 inches, right? And from the top of the wheel or the tire to the arch we have 5.5 inches. So if even that goes up 5.5 inches, right? But it probably won't. It'll probably come up 5 inches there, because I don't want to be beating off the arch. 5 inches. There's 6 inches right there. So we should have a good bit of clearance still. Because the belly's closer to the axle as well, it's not going to be hitting off things on this side. So I'm pretty confident that's going to be okay. So I'm going to get this tank out now, and then we'll start working on the back here. Okay, so now you can see a bit better now. This line is here, and my actual original cut line isn't too far underneath it actually. So I'm going to run the grinder up here just underneath this thing, and then we will step it, and I will patch this up, and we will get that done. And that means that'll be us one step closer to be able to get that tank in. I don't know if I should record this either, because it's probably going to be a bit time consuming. I will get most of this done, then I'll come back and give you a rough idea of what is actually going on then. But yeah, let's get it done. So I have this section repaired now. I did just make a patch to go from here to here. Took away that old fuel pump hole and the isolator. And then on this side, I just redid from here as well, just to make it even. I took out these notches as well on both sides, so it kind of leaves us a nice flat area to work from. On this bit here, I had to put a couple slices in this just to get the wee step in that there, but I think we're at a point now where we can get the fuel tank back in again and see how that lines up. So I'm going to get the fuel tank now, get it popped in, and then we'll go from there. So it's been a bit too much time wrestling this with the tank still attached to this frame. So I took the tank out and it was a lot easier to get this in lined up. So we have it all pretty much in. I've got 4 holes drilled, 2 on each side. And that means I can now come in here and clean up this final edge where I'm going to be welding to. And yeah, that should be pretty good. I actually came in here as well and drilled holes through these. So when I have this out again, I'll drill these holes a good bit oversized so that when I pull it in, it'll just slide through. So that'll be that done. So yeah, I'm gonna get this out now, get that all cleaned up, and then I'll be back just before I'm about to weld it in, and you can see pretty much this only the final version of it. Yeah, so there's not much difference between this and the last clip, but you can see here I have this all cleaned up, and it's in that weld through primer now. We have it all lined up all the way around, and now I'm just gonna go at this with a welder and get this welded in now. Again, I'm not going to record me welding this in because it's going to be hard enough to get my body in here to weld this, never mind trying to get the camera at some sort of awesome angle to get it done. But yeah, I'm going to weld this in now, then we can do something else. I don't know what else to do after this, but I'm sure we can figure something out. But yeah, I'm going to blast this now. I might even get this done and then just start filling these extra edges in. I know I did say at the start that I was going to try and do away with this slight angleness here, but apparently that's not going to be a thing. It's a wee taper on both sides still, but like that's just sitting in there with 4 screws, which is nice and tight, so it's not going to go anywhere. Right, I'm going to get this done now. Took a bit of time out there, but that's fully seam welded in now. All along here, all along up here, and then all along in here as well. This bit here was a bit awkward to get at. We got in the end. All along here, seam welded too, with these 2 panels overlapped because we had to cut it to make it smaller. But that's it now. It's in there. It's part of the car. Next thing we need to do then is start capping like this area here and these back corners. And I feel like this might be an easier job on the ground, so do I put the car on the ground to do that or what? I don't really fancy doing that right now because I do want to weld that floor pan in before I put it on the ground, so I will probably just work out the way it is and try and rock a headlight and just get them cut. So I'm going to start making these wee patches up now, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like. Obviously this upload is just going to be me jumping back and forward between showing you this and that, showing that there, but because of where it's situated in this boot floor, it's really hard to get the camera in, because like you imagine I've got the camera sitting in and I set the camera there, right, for argument's sake, and I come in here, like you can't see anything, and this bolted the camera to the end of the MIG torch. That would probably be the only way you'd be able to see anything. But anyway, we're making progress anyway. You can see a rough idea what's going on, and yeah, I'm just going to keep on going. So this one's probably the easiest to do, so I'll probably leave that the last because yeah, my back's getting kind of sore, so I'll do these awkward ones first and total my back out, and then finish with this wee easy one here. Okay guys, so here we go then. Pretty much out of time for the day anyway, so this is going to be the last clip of this upload. But we have this bit patched up now, we have there done, we have up there done, and down there I'll just put a head torch on here and show you a bit better. Yeah, so this is what it looks like from the inside. You can see, this camera's not focusing properly. Yeah, I've got that corner done there, up there is done. These all need grinded back, but For the time being I can't get a granite back because, well, I don't have time. And we've got this bit done down here as well. We kind of like angled these into each other in this corner because that's the only way I can think of doing it. And then that corner's done up there too. What we do need to finish here is obviously this bit here needs patched in, there needs patched in, and then if I need to finish, well, not finish, but we need to start making the patches up there. Also, if you look up in there, you can see there's an awful lot of rust, but there's also, if you look here, there's like loads and loads and loads of filler, so that's delightful. I don't know if we can get that out just to finish this video off. And I don't want to take it out yet because I'll just depress myself more. But yes, that's it, guys. Probably a bit of a short one this time, just because just from where we're working, I can't really get a camera in properly. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.